What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Trading Learning 101. It is May 31st, just after 12 p.m. It's the last trading day of May. The overall market so far has been red today, with Trump putting tariffs on Mexico. You can see the market did not like it. We got a gap down. We were at the higher point of the range, and when he came out with that from 279, this drops all the way down to 275. The market's been trying to grind its way back on up, but this 275 level needs to hold for the market. But let's break down what happened today. SBOT got a real quick pop today. Let's look at this on the 1 minute. Very, very fast pop. I wasn't a real big fan of SBOT. You can go back and see here on the daily all these wicks right here. You got a long wick right there that's red, a long wick right there that's red, long one right there, one right there, and a few wicks right here. So what is that telling me? That's telling me when a stock SBOT gaps up, it likes to have a morning spike to the upside and then give everything back and then drop below where it opened and close red on the day. And look at what we got today, right there. SBOT moves up pre-market from $1.50 all the way up to $2.25, pulls back $2. This would have been a really, really good market play right at the open. From $2, gets a real quick rip up to $2.60. That's it right there. The first 2-3 minutes of the day, that would have been the play. Pulls back to the VWAP, $2.25, pops back up to $2.50, and then just sells off the rest of the day. Exactly what the daily candles were showing. It likes to get a morning push real fast and then give everything back and then some. What had my attention today was SOLY and ELTK. Let's go over ELTK real quick. Look at this, just from $1.50 all the way up to $11.50. This is day 3 of this stock breaking out. Zoom out here on the chart. This $8.60 level is a key support level for this thing. It needs to hold it right now, and it's right at that level as we speak. But today opens up here at $10. Remember, $10 is going to be a really, really tough mental level. Drops below $10 all the way down to $8.50. From $8.50 moves up to the VWAP, pulls back, blows through the VWAP, and hits $11. Since that, it's just faded out, making lower highs and lower lows as the day goes on. Got to think, it's Friday. Every minute that goes by on a Friday, you're going to lose more and more volume. So it's best, if you're going to trade on Friday, to trade, I would say, within the first 45 minutes of the day on a Friday. But what I played was SOLY today. SOLY from 1875 gets a nice rip up to 2150 right here. Gets a nice pullback right here. Let me zoom in on this. What I like about SOLY, there was a couple opportunities on this. So right at the market open, gets a sell down, to 18, 19. I like that level. Pops right back up to $20. Blows up and through 20, up to $21.50. Then pulls back to $20, that mental level. Remember what I said yesterday? Every $10 is going to act as a really, really big support or resistance level. So this pulled back to 20, started forming a wedge right here. I got in at I think it was like 270 right when this was about to break. And from 270, this rips up to almost $22. Took profit on that trade right there. Just a basic pattern breakout. And then after it did that breakout, it just pretty much crashed all the way down and below VWAP. And then now VWAP's been resistance for this stock. Let me show you guys where I traded it. Hold on. So right there, I got in at 1919, 1920, and sold it at 2085. And then I took another trade and got in at 2063 and 2069 and sold it at 2110. So made $400 on the day. You guys probably really can't see that, but realized profit on SOLY, $400. I'm up over $1,000 on the week. Don't need to go big. I really don't like to go balls to the wall with my trading and going all in on trades. I'm more of a consistent trader. I'd much rather have consistent gains every day, and that will add up at the end of the year. That way, if a stock doesn't work in my favor, then I can cut it and I can take a very small loss. And then last but not least, we got MYOV. Nice breakout today. Had a recent trend down here from $12 all the way down to $8.50. Yesterday, it just trended down all day. And then today, let's zoom in on this bad boy. Pre-market shows a range from 840 all the way up to 1050. Gets a nice pullback here right before the market opens. Down to 880. Market opens. It opens up at around 950. Pulls back right here to 870. And what I like about this is it formed a nice wedge right there. Popped up and above that wedge. Let's zoom in a little bit so you guys can see it. There we go. Gets a nice sell down below VWAP. And right here, puts a bottom in right there. Puts another bottom in right there. Double bottom. And also forms a nice wedge like that. Pops up and out of the wedge from 880. Runs up to the VWAP. Right here at around 910. Pulls back to $9, a mental area. Pops up and above the VWAP, and off she went. Consolidated right here at 950, a mental level. And then up she went, up to 990s. And then it got a pull back here. Old resistance is now support right there. And from 950 all the way up to $10. And then from this $10 level, it's just been from $10 to 980. It's just been consolidating. But if I zoom out on this and go more over, you can kind of look and see it had its move up right here, and now it's like going sideways, like right at $10. So $10 is looking to be pretty toppy for MYOV. And then also real quick, I wanted to go over PVH. PVH was up just real quick today. This was a recent short from Dex from $100 all the way down to a low of $84. See how it sold off here yesterday? And yesterday I said whenever you have a stock with a big gap down and it sells off, look for a day in the future for a nice rebound to the upside. Traders are going to look at this as if they're getting it at a discounted price. It's going to motivate the stock. Buyers come in and the price goes up. Today we've seen a little bit of a nice bounce on it. It is a little higher priced stock, but a chart's a chart. And from 82.50, this got a nice move all the way up to 85.75 right there. So a nice, what, $3-4 move to the upside. You know, if you have 100 shares of that, that's $400. So it's always good to look at all types of different stocks, large cap, mid cap, small cap, because at the end of the day, charts are all the same. You want to see what keeps happening in the market. If there's a pattern that's happening with large caps, mid caps, small caps, because then it could carry on down. But I hope you guys are all having a great trading day. Not really too much I wanted to talk about today besides those 4 stocks. Not really much is going on. I hear a lot of people talking about SBOT, but SBOT is just a crap company, straight up. This, you could clearly see on the daily chart that it just likes to it's just ugly looking. Ugly looking. I just pointed it out. Let's see it again. Look at all these. You got all these candles right there. Right there. Right there. Right there. And then look at today's candle. History repeats itself. Whenever this stock has a big gap up, you see that long wick on all these? That's telling me that this stock likes to have a morning spike, and then at the end of the day, it sells everything back, drops below where it opened, and it closes red on the day. And look what happened today. A quick wick up to the upside, and then now it came back, dropped below where it opened, and it's going red on the day. It is getting near where the 300-day moving average is at $1.70. So it might get a good bounce from $1.70 up to $2. But you got to tell yourself again too, it's Friday. We're losing more and more volume as we go deeper into the day. You don't want to hang around on Fridays. It's just best to pack it up, close it up, call it a weekend, and start next week fresh. But now that we are ending May and going into a new month, what I like to do is I like to reset everything. Start the month fresh, observe the market and what stocks are doing, and seeing if any algos change. Are there any patterns that are just starting up? You got to look at it as every week or every month, approaching the market differently and with a fresh, clean mind. Are there any new algos, any new patterns? Because remember, the markets are always changing. ELTK, 1 second. Yeah, everything's probably just going to fade off. I'm probably done for the day. I made my profit. I'm done. I was green Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. This was a first week in a while I've been green every single day. So don't take advantage of it going into this weekend, studying even harder, like always. Always stay humble. The market's always right. But I hope you guys had a great trading day. Leave comments down below. What did you guys trade? Well, I think that's going to wrap it up. Let me check the Discord here, see if anybody said anything. Alright guys, till next time, have that patience, have that discipline, and study, study, study. Later everyone.